Hello everyone, this is Silver here. Today we are going to do a little bit more of Tinker's Construct because I know in the last videos we noticed that we were unable to break certain blocks due to the fact that we didn't have the proper tools. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to equip an axe and I am going to go outside and we are going to get some trees. That way we can make a chest and we can make other items. Now as you can see, we are still unable to break the leaves. I'm guessing we are going to need either shears or some other type of tool. So I am going to go ahead and dig under the tree like a miner would. Don't need to worry about them leaves. And then collect some wood. I will be trying this time round to not use the cheat menu unless need be. Had a bit of a loading issue last time. I do want to apologize for the poor quality. I am working with a more than obsolete machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect a few pieces of wood. And we're gonna go ahead and get as many as we possibly could. Now I heard sheep. So we do need a bed. Now what I could do is take this time to make a Tinker's Construct, or thermal foundation, sorry, wood shears. Instead of killing the sheep like most people would, I'm gonna go ahead and just shear them. Never know when you need sheep. Alright, that should be plenty of wool for what we need. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna venture off this way, just to see if we can find some taller trees. I probably should mark down that our base is here. So let's open up our map, zoom in, and right click and add a marker. Main base. There we go. We now have a marker here for the main base. That way, even if I am far away, I will know that, and as you see, there's a mob up there that I'm going to walk away from because we do not have the proper tools to mess with it yet. We do not have a sword, and we do not have any other armors or anything. So, I'm gonna go ahead, and as you can see, there's a pig here. I am going to kill the pig because, as you can see, the hunger bar is very low. So I'm going to use this opportunity to get some pork chops. Or raw pork in this case. Alright, that should do for now. Need to focus on finding some trees. Also, I was thinking about adding a mod in called Magic Crops. If anybody thinks that's a good idea, let me know in the description and I will do so. Or comment section, sorry. I'm still quite new at recording. So I'm not seeing any trees, but what I am seeing, if anyone sees it on the map, is a crater. This crater is from Applied Energistics 2. It's a meteor that has a chest on the inside that contains applied energistic presses that are used to make the circuits and stuff for the machines in that mod. As you can see right here, we have some more trees, taller ones, so we'll be able to get a little bit more wood. Also, if anyone would like me to add the vein miner mod, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I do apologize again for the lag. I am using a 10-year-old PC. So, as you can see here, one of the trees that I'm going to get has leaves blocking me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this big under, as you just saw. And I'm just gonna cut this tree out from underneath itself. Voila. Now I could get the spruce, I believe is what it is. Yes. I could get those, which would have a few more logs. But I myself am a fan of oak and dark oak. As long as Thaumcraft isn't in here. In that case, I would go for the great wood. I'm a fan of the darker colored woods. Just not a big fan of the spruce. As you can see, we do have some wood now. So we're gonna go ahead and head back to the base. And I guess we could kill a few cows, try and get some leather for maybe a book or two, find some sugar cane. I have yet to see any sugar cane, so this is what I'm gonna have to deal with for now. I will get a little bit more into Pam's Harvest Craft in the future. I do remember how to make BLTs, bacon, lettuce, and tomato without using meat. You can use tofu instead. But right now we are going to focus on making some Tinker's Construct items. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make ourselves a little platform out of dirt, just so we don't have to swim each time. So in order to do this, I am gonna go ahead and break this block and this block, and as you can see, shovel broke. So I am going to place a block here. I do know that I don't have to talk about each thing. It's just how I process things. I like going into detail about a lot of things. You will notice this the longer you stick around. So now that we have our little platform there, I'm gonna go ahead and block it up again. just so we don't have any mobs trying to come in, especially those pesky skeletons. So I'm gonna go ahead and I believe it is planks for a bed, but I'm gonna go ahead and try the logs. Yes, I was right, it is planks. And I have played this for 3 years, but even playing for something for 3 years, you still get things wrong occasionally. That is why I have any eye. Not enough items for those who don't know what that means. As you can see, made a bed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and place the bed over here. And then I'm gonna go into the crafting table. And you'll notice that I have some sticks. Now, for Tinker's Construct, you're gonna need what they call patterns. Placing 2 oak planks or any other planks like this, that you could have them in these spots instead, but it has to form diagonal things from each other. And you have to have 2 sticks. And then you get 4 blank patterns. Now, for the first thing we're gonna do, you take a oak wood in this case, and you place a pattern above it. This gives you the part builder, and just like that, you get another book called Materials in You Volume 2, which you start off in this pack with the first volume. Now we are going to take a piece of oak and we're going to turn it into a plank. And this time, instead of the oak wood, we are going to take the oak plank and put a pattern on top of it. This will give us the stencil table. Now, for the last thing to be made, since we already have our crafting station, we are going to make a vanilla crafting table, and once again we are going to put a blank pattern above it, and we get the tool station. These are all the blocks needed to be able to start making Tinker's Construct tools. Now, I don't really have a place to place these, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these last 3 planks, sorry, and then we're gonna make another shovel, just so I don't have to worry about anything. And then we are going to take the shovel and we got dirt here just to make some room. Okay, I will go ahead and clear these pieces out too, because they make it ugly and it will give us a little bit more space. Can't really talk about ugly, seeing how we're living in a hole in the wall. Alright, so we've done that. Now I'm going to quickly sorry, excuse me. Gonna quickly make a chest, because as you can see, inventory is quite crowded. Now I do believe that this mod pack has the iron chest mod in it, which will allow us to make better chests. Now for this purpose, I'm gonna make things a little bit easier easier, I'm going to break out this block and the stone below, because the Tinker's Construct crafting station has a nifty thing of placing a chest next to it, and you're able to access the chest from the crafting station. So I'm going to go ahead, put all this in there, and I'm going to take these back out. Now, for the moment, I am going to put these books away, most of them. And we're going to take these tables and put them down. Now, there is no real way to do this organizingly. It's just whatever tables you want to put. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stencil table, gonna go part builder, and then I'm gonna go tool station. Now if I had the pattern chest, I could place it here and then move these two down, but at the moment I did not make one. Now in order to start making tools, I'm gonna take a stick and I'm gonna take the blank pattern, I'm gonna take some oak wood, and I'm gonna take some cobblestone. Now you're gonna think, oh boy, cobblestone, not much use. But for this case, we are gonna make a Tinker's Construct version of a cobblestone pickaxe and other tools. So for this, we are gonna need to make some more patterns so that we can make the patterns needed for said tools. I'm probably making a little more than I need, but I rather have too many than not enough. Alright, that is that. I am gonna make one more plank, and I'm gonna make all of these into sticks. Alright, so now we have the stencil table here. I'm gonna place all of those blank patterns into the stencil table. Once you leave the table, they will stay there. You do not have to worry about them disappearing. So one of the first things we're gonna want to make is a tool binding pattern, and then we are gonna want to make a pickaxe pattern. We're gonna make a shovel head pattern and a axe pattern. Now we could go into more detail making things, but these are the only two that I'm gonna focus on right now. So the first thing we're gonna make is we're gonna go in here, we're gonna throw in the pickaxe head and the tool binding, and we're gonna put that there, and it's gonna give us a stone pickaxe head and a stone binding and a stone shard. Stone shards are like, I believe, a half a block or less that you can use to make another thing out of, which I'm gonna go ahead and do. Now you do have another use for shards. You can use them to craft custom tinker arrows. Now I really don't do the bows. The only long distant weapon that I actually use is the crossbow, but that weapon will be in a later video. So Now that we have those pieces, we're going to come over here to the tool station, and this is where we actually put the tools together. So we're going to take our stone pickaxe head, we're going to take one of the bindings, and now I could use a stone tool rod here as well, but for video's sake, and just because you can get wood, and also there's a negative modifier for having a whole tool made out of stone. So we're just gonna make more or less a vanilla based pickaxe, except for we are able to repair this now using cobblestone. So right now I will also, if I have the cobblestone available, I am going to make an axe and a shovel, which neither need a binding. So I'm going to take those two out, put these in, and I'm going to make these the same way. As you can see, these ones don't give a shard back due to the fact that it's a whole block. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave these patterns in here just to save a little bit of space in the chest. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to click on the shovel, I'm going to go ahead and make a Tinker's Construct version of a stone shovel. Now something you will notice is there's this X skill XP. This has iguana tinker tweaks in it, or it's iguana tweaks tinkers, one of the two. Your tools will actually level up, and as they level up, they get different abilities on them. Now you do notice that I didn't click on the axe, but that's because it's the same setup, just an axe head instead of a shovel head. Now we have 3 tools that we can use to do same things, but we can repair it, all of them, with just cobblestone. And what is most of the world made of? Cobblestone and dirt. And the annoying gravel and sand. Gravel and sand, the bane of any miner. Oh boy. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna sort that, and I'm gonna drop off a few things. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a few of these logs, and I'm going to take, oh, I'll take a few more logs just so we can make some charcoal, because as you can see, our miner me a little bit low on the hunger, so we're gonna make a piece of charcoal. And if you remember, we got some pork chops and beef. Now, people say beef is better, which I'm sure it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and just cook up these pork chops. I know it's a waste, because it can actually cook 7. But I'm just gonna go ahead and cook 4. Just so we can get fed. I will be setting up a farm soon with Pam's Harvest Craft, but right now we're just starting and just gonna work with what we got. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those 2. I'm gonna eat them. As you can see, it healed 4, and of course that wasted a few. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of these logs and I'm going to throw them in here. and hopefully get a few pieces of charcoal out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those trees, saplings, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to toss this stone shovel. Don't need it anymore. I'm going to go ahead and take the shovel and then just like that. Sorry. But I'm always going to have dirt or cobblestone in this spot because you never know when there's lava or water in your way. So I'm going to go ahead and dig a little bit and see if we can't find some iron. Now to go any further in Tinker's construct, we are going to need sand, gravel, and clay so we can make some grout, which will be used to make smelter blocks. I don't recall the name of them. Sorry for the lag. My computer's being a little buggy. If it continues, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video and we will continue on in the next one. So, see y'all later.